Let's take a quick look at the bracket here. I think. Oh no, wait. Actually, they're just getting started. Sorry. Let me just get into the game. That seems much more interesting. Forget that bracket nonsense. Let's watch the game. I'll give you guys some game sound as well, because I know you like your game sound. I do too. Don't blame you. But yeah, it's time for G2 against SSG. We saw this matchup last week. SSG went 3-0 ahead. Then G2 were coming back 2 games in a row before SSG closed it out. How do you think this one's going to go?
This is going to be definitely the toughest match, I think, because G2 are looking extremely strong. I think they've won 4-0, right, against the Rogue. Is that what happened?
Yeah, they smashed them. They just swept them. You're right.
Yeah. So it's going to be very hard to get the win. But I believe, I'm a believer. SSG got this.
If G2 can 4-0 Rogue, I think they might be the only team who can keep up with SSG in a game 1. Oh wow! Look at this from Chicago.
That's twice that's happened in this game already. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, forget about keeping up with SSG. How about going 1 better? That is really quick transition play from G2. They're back in the team house now, right? I think Twitch chat can probably.
I think they are. Yeah.
I think they are. I am definitely going to say Team House G2 are a different team than non-Team House G2. I didn't really know what else to say with Team House G2 there.
Ooh, that's an interesting miss.
So SSG have been kind of coming hot out the gates in every game when they played. This time, that's not the case. They've been caught sleeping twice, although it's not like they were caught sleeping for a long time. It wasn't one of those situations where, like your mates catch you sleeping, they draw pictures all over your face, they take a bunch of photos, they maybe, I don't know, spray foam all over your hair. It wasn't like that. It was just like, you dozed off for 2 seconds in a lecture at university, and then you got spotted. That they weren't asleep for long, but you don't have to be asleep for long for G2 to punish you.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of Chicago scoring like 2 redirect goals on you.
It's just all too familiar. You're like, wait, that happened again? It can't happen though. We've been seeing a lot. I don't think we've seen any Dominus today. This is the first one, I believe. It's been all Phoenix and Octanes.
I feel like everybody's using Phoenix, man. I need to get on that train as well.
I think I've had a few experiences with this. Sometimes where you just feel like you've got the heavy car bug. Obviously, there is no such thing as the heavy car bug, but you feel like you've got the heavy car bug. It's all placebo. Then you switch to the Fennec. You're like, oh man, I'm a speed demon. Look at me go. I'm unreal. Then it only lasts for so long, and then you're back to being slow again. That's when you switch back to the Octane and you feel speedy in the Octane. It's like whenever you try Octane or Fennec for the first time, you feel amazing. You just gotta keep switching, I believe, between the two of them.
Yeah, I think the key is like to just keep switching cars. Like if you feel burnt out or you feel slow, just switch up the car. I think that's like what everybody does.
Oh, that was dangerous. That was more than a half chance for Arsenal. But accuracy was plaguing Space Station in the last game that they played against NRG. They got, obviously, enough goals to comfortably win it. But the first few shots they took in that game were not accurate. And that's been a problem, more so last week than this week. Hitting the target. JNAP's going to try and do that here. Big bump by Rizzo. Oh my goodness, what a 50-50 by JNAPs. He just glued the ball to his car. That's well saved by SSG. They're hanging on. They're keeping this one interesting. You feel like if G2 get a third goal, it's probably over. But for now, it's still at 2.
The pressure is kind of unreal from G2 right now.
They're just not letting SSG out of this corner. But looks like Space Station are going to try and dribble out of defense. Now Chicago will make sure not to double touch that into his own goal. Sure, you've all been there.
Haven't been able to like create any meaningful attacks right now. They've been just on the back end trying to defend.
Yeah.
Stop G2 from scoring, and I feel like they're not in the game right now.
I think that was a missed opportunity by Arsenal. He had Rettles down the line, and he could have passed it to him. Instead, he went for the clear ball and ended up giving the possession away with no real pressure following it up. So I would have liked to see a pass down the line, something that Space Station are very, very good at, very used to doing. That was a good chance, and well shut down by JNAPs to deny typical the open net down the middle.
Ooh, yeah, this is more like it.
Oh, it's another argument lost with the bar, though.
Once the ball is in the air, like
Okay.
SSG's got it.
Okay. Yeah, once that ball starts hitting off the posts and the crossbar,
Yep.
you have to be panicking if you're a G2 fan. 1-goal game. I can already tell you without watching that on the G2 viewing party, it's gone silent. It's gone totally silent. Athena's got both her hands over her mouth.
Yep.
And every time something happens,
okay, over,
over. Oh, panic! Oh my goodness! Oh, space station hit the ball! Oh my, can't handle this anymore. But hey, you gotta love it. You know, we've got something for everybody with the grid. You want a super biased stream? We've got that. Oh, you want a?
Yo, I can be biased if you.
Yeah,
want.
I bet you.
I want SSG to win. I'm not even like gonna pretend.
I of course want SSG to win to make these streams as exciting and as long as possible. There's a bias.
There's a bias. There's 8 seconds left.
Oh,
Come on, boys.
He's done it! Oh, what?
There we go.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to go watch the G2 stream of that moment. That's gotta be a good one. That's gotta be like, I love that content. Just when your team is winning all the way through, then right at the end they throw it away. That's what I live for. 2-2. What a steal!
Interesting.
JNAP's to the mind game. Rettles has been mind game master today. He's not having it. Oh, that's on target! Oh, it's off the post, Rizzo!
So lucky.
What a chance that was. G2 denied by the inside of the post. Space Station live to fight on. You can already tell this series is going to be a banger. Reset from JNAPs denied by Arsenal. You don't have much time to set up these resets in this series or in any of these top level series. Double commit by SSG. It's not a good bounce for G2 though. Rizzo unable to make contact.
SSG were able to bounce back here in the first game already. I was kind of thinking, maybe it's going to take the second game for them to wake up, but no, they're right back at it. The first game, they're not really allowing them to get that 3-0 or 2-0 win right off the get-go.
I like that pass by Chicago. That wasn't anything fancy, just making sure to bounce the ball fast off the wall. It's into the top corner. Rizzo does what he couldn't do in regulation time. Perfect shot by him. Love the pass by Chicago again. Both of those passes at the end of this game were spot on. G2 have the edge in the series. SSG will have to come back from behind. Mertzy's he's gone silent here.
Athena's going crazy right now. I know that.
Yeah, that's almost guaranteed. If I was to guess, the phrase that was said at least 4 times in a row, I would say it was probably "let's go."
Yeah, let's go and okay. That's like the 2 things.
Let's go. Maybe we could have had what else is likely? Yes, sir, probably a few times over there, but no, it was a good finish by Rizzy. You can't take that away from a really good placement in the top corner. And right after missing, well, you hit the post, the inside of the post in 0 seconds, so it wasn't like he was way off. It wasn't like he missed an open net or anything. But yeah, good way to make up for that earlier misplay. Game 2, Space Station behind by 1. Rizzo wasn't really sure what he was doing on that play. Bit of a heavy first touch, as typical. Unable to get past 2 players that time. I'm sure he's going to do it at some point in this series. Rettles. There's a lot of boost left over here. Chicago intercepts him well on the back wall. We're right back into this close midfield battle that I expect a lot of this series to be.
I like what I'm seeing right now, though, the pressure.
You just like that the ball's in the blue half.
Oh, exactly. If the ball is in the blue half, I'm happy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care who's touching it. There we go. For 0.1 seconds, it was in the blue half.
Oh, G2 are looking dangerous. I like that they're not taking pointless shots. I mean, there's really no point in Rizzo taking a shot from that angle. You might as well play it across the box to a difficult position. Again, just playing for that team play. The one thing that I would have liked to see more from SSG in the last game is team play. Right, Chicago's got a lot of space here. That's surprising, but hey, at least they shut him down quickly after he committed to the aerial.
Yeah. But the ball is in the air, you already know what this means. Typical goal. I told you, dude, it's too easy. If the ball is in the air, there's no chance anybody's beating SSG.
Man, you're actually That's too smart. Mertzy sign him up, the Rocket League analyst. He saw it happening ahead of time. Typical smashes one on target. It looks like all the accuracy issues are gone. That was a really good bump by Rettles. He just clipped Chicago as he was taking off, and that was enough to throw him off the aerial.
Typical last man back there for a while, a little scary.
Did well though. No fear from him. You have to be comfortable playing 1v2 defense, 1v3 defense. It's going to happen at this level. You know, your team have to commit to try and score, and when that happens and it doesn't go in, someone else has to play third man. It's the hardest role in the game, I'd say.
So smart.
Well, it's in the air, Mertzy. Luckily for G2. It wasn't too high in the air.
Yeah, it wasn't too high.
Oh, it's like in the air very high now, though.
There you go.
Man, it's so close. Pretty crazy that they're able to put that consistently on target.
Good thing nobody got bumped there. That could have been very dangerous.
Again, Typical doing work as he carries the ball down the line all the way from his back corner and into offense. And this is probably something a Space Station are more comfortable doing than G2. They're very happy to just flip into the corner over and over again. They don't really mind taking 50-50s in this position. G2 aren't really all about that life. They would want to get a clean hit on the ball. Space Station, they can play that messy game. That's what really caught G2 off guard last tournament. They were just messed about by Space Station for 3 games in a row.
There we go.
Save by JNaps. The shot left a lot to be desired though. Space Station will try to get the ball back into that danger area.
As long as the ball is like in their half though, like it's fine.
I love that.
Pressure is just the pressure is just coming from SSG right now. Like what has G2 done so far?
Well, you know, thinking back to game 1, there was that monster clear that resulted in a counter goal.
Easy.
Oh, he missed the reset. Well, he must have missed it, because I'm sure he would have gone for that if he had it.
That's not too good.
JNaps is not going to catch up to it. He didn't have enough boost. Typical bumped off the goal line. Rettles with a save.
What a save, Rettles.
Big plays by G2. Another post. JNaps commits.
Open net, right?
Definitely partly open here. Rizzo's going to be back, but Typical goes for the double. Oh, he hits it straight down. Typical had the right idea, but he went too high.
It's actually a joy to watch Typical play.
He's peaking at the right time. He is playing some phenomenal Rocket League right now. Good 50-50. That's wide open now. No debate about it. Oh, Chicago with a great recovery, actually. I didn't even see him coming in from that side. Space Station still lead with a minute to go. G2 are getting desperate, though. They're just hitting and hoping here. They want to get the ball out of their half. They're starting to feel that pressure, like you mentioned. Don't want to just be stuck in the back corner for the entire game, especially when they're trailing by 1. Arsenal with a monster shot. Oh, that's perfect. That's in off the bar twice. Double bar down from Arsenal. You don't get any better than that. That pass as well by Typical to spot Arsenal waiting in the middle of the pitch. Really well done. Good vision. That team play is what we were asking for earlier, and they've delivered.
That's partly open.
Oh, good save
almost
by
forced him to an
Rizzo.
own goal there.
I'm impressed that Rizzo didn't own goal. The fact that he committed to that ball and managed to confidently hit it off his own bar is
that was a very good save.
Really good touch. Probably all it's going to be though, as G2 run out of time. Much better from SSG. Team plays were really here. I think they just calmed down a little bit from the last game where they were maybe playing for the hard clears a bit too much. And although that's something you have to focus on in high level 3s, you need to get rid of the ball. Deny the other team as much pressure as you can. Knowing when to control the play is also a big part of what makes SSG successful.
Athena in shambles right now. All I can say there.
Now, I think they're probably in go next mode. You know, they're like tie game. It's fine. Go next. Yep, go next. Everybody's thinking, man, Johnny Boy's like he's really spot on with his predictions for what's being said on the G2 stream. He must have watched a lot of it. Well, actually, I watched one game and I got all of this from one game. This is a big game though over here. You feel like G2 need this a bit more because if they go from winning 4 games in a row against Rogue, winning the game 1 against Space Station, and then kind of crumbling, losing all that momentum, it's easy for the heights to go down.
SSG has also like won the first week, so
Yeah.
they're in a far better position than G2 right now.
Yeah, they've shown that they can really bounce back mentally. This
What a
is some
pass.
beautiful passing. The shot wasn't the best, but the follow-up shot is. Nothing
Just about
left
enough.
for G2. No more responses available. Chicago was... What was he doing? He's just upside down, or backwards rather. Out of position slightly. Kind of just did a power slide turn when he got back to the goal. I'm not sure about that one. I like to call that the Silver League rotation. You know when you watch a silver game, or back when you're in silver, and you want to go back to defense, you go to your goal and then you do a power slide turn in the goal. Oh, get out of here, Rizzo.
I genuinely thought he missed.
He almost did. Well, I mean, he literally did miss this.
I mean, yeah, but I think to be fair, he would have done.
That wasn't too far off having the nightmare bounce, though. You know when it bounces off the bar, hits the ground, and then it just bounces up next to the back wall, and you can't shoot it because it's hugging the back wall. That was almost what happened there. As Rizzo failed to capitalize immediately on a lapse in defense from Space Station.
Chad is saying that happened
Oh,
with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left too.
Of course it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, guys, I'm aware. Mertzy, your mic like went robot mode for like 5 seconds 2 times this series, but I've kind of enjoyed it, so I'm okay with that. I think we should just leave it. I don't know what's causing
Honestly,
it, but he just turns into not like a mega robot, but just like slight robot mode, buzzing, yeah, with slight buzzing.
And very fitting with the whole scuffed crew theme, so maybe we should just keep it.
Yeah,
And
that's
what a
it.
goal.
I've been enjoying it. The brief buzzing is great. That was a huge goal by Sipical and Rettles again, but it's all Sipical there, baiting out the last defender and leaving the net wide open for Rettles. You got to expect that other touch, the extra touch when Sipical's in the air. Funny, Rani actually said in the last game that he was surprised that we didn't see more of that from Sipical. That's just in. That's just another goal. 3-1.
Just going in now.
Easy peasy. G2 not getting what they wanted there. Chicago and JNAPS wanted to make a counter-attacking play, but there's no Rizzo behind them to make it safe. And you can't be making those mistakes. SSG are playing well enough today to beat you at your best. And this is not G2 at their best. Sipical's aerials are really causing problems. The air dribbles are just relentless. He just keeps on doing it. He's like, I'm going to air dribble at you, and you're not going to know what to do about it. And that's been the script so far. I mean, how do you defend these typical air dribbles, Mertzy? What would you advise G2?
Probably like just fly up and intercept it.
All about the
For it.
speed. Getting in as quickly as possible, you mean?
Yeah. Just block it.
Just block it, lol. Come on, G2, what are you doing? Mertzy's got the strategies. I was worried that you were going to drop some really, sick strategy, and then somebody's going to run over to the G2 viewing party and say, hey, listen, Mertzy's got an idea for how to deal with Sipical's air dribbles, but based on that, I don't think that they're going to be able to, really use that to their advantage.
I mean, to be fair, it's really hard to defend
yeah.
that. Like, especially when it's typical. Like, he can control the ball in the air like nobody else can, probably.
Yeah. Double demo. Arsenal's going for a third one here. He actually got a bump onto Rizzo, I think. G2 are known for their aggressive play in offense, but I don't think they go for demos all over the pitch like Space Station do.
One thing I can say though is like SSG's playing a lot faster than G2 are right now.
Oh, there's the nightmare
it's
bounce right up
very
next to the
lucky.
back wall. No follow-up on those. G2 have to do better. They have to play better than this. There have been some defensive mishaps, some miscommunications maybe earlier on in this game, and now we're seeing inaccuracies with their shooting. And And I think they need to improve on both of those things if they're going to have any chance of winning this series. Even if they do improve on both those things, I don't know if the Space Station are going to let them. Chicago. Cheeky shot, but that's all you can really say about it. It wasn't the most effective, unfortunately. Just going for some, rapid acceleration on the ball there, hoping it would get multiple contacts, but it kind of just stayed really
It's a good
still.
idea, definitely, because otherwise it would have been a very obvious shot.
Yeah.
Like, easy to save.
Predictable, yeah. Rizzo
Actually,
wants
very good
to.
pass.
Yeah, I was going to say he
Rizzo,
wants to get involved in the offense for once, and since G2's offense isn't working, he's going to help SSG out.
The burn.
What would you say the difference has been here? What's enabled Space Station Gaming to really take control of this series? I mean, it was really close in the last few games, and now they're running away.
Pressure. The pressure. Like, they've been on G2 since the beginning, and G2 haven't really been able to recover from this. Like, they're kind of all over the place if you look at them.
Yeah, Rizzo flew up there, then flew back down, and didn't look like he was anywhere near hitting the ball at any point of that aerial. Could not read the bounce. I'm amazed, honestly, that Rettles can come on stream earlier on today. I don't know if you heard the Rettles interview.
Yeah.
Talk as boldly and as confidently as he did, and then back it up again and again and again. This guy's got some personality that he can just come on and say all these things and not choke under the pressure that follows up in these immensely difficult series. Talking NRG, G2 back-to-back, you don't get any more difficult than that in North America.
Another dub for SSG, boys.
It's not looking good for G2, but it's looking great for Mission Control as Space Station Gaming just go from strength to strength here. Yeah, G2, they just got to step it up. There's no other way to put it. They have to start putting their shots on target. They have to start communicating in defense so that they're not leaking these easy goals. It's like we said earlier, SSG are going to score whether you like it or not. At least if today's evidence is anything to go by, they're going to score regardless of what G2 do in defense. You can't give them 3 goals on top of that.
Oh, my game crashed.
Oh, your game crashed? Ah, it's all good. We'll get you back in. You're still, there's a ghost of Mertzy in the lobby here. You're still spectating.
Oh, no.
Watch, we'll get the lag when you rejoin, and
I know, I kind of don't want to join because of that.
nah, I think we should join because of that.
I think I'll join like once the goal happens. So
oh, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I can invite you to the party when you get back online. I'll tell you when to join. I'll make sure to watch the replay. Good call. And meanwhile, okay, well, G2 scored, so now would be a good time. Let me just go ahead and invite you. Oh, you're in already, actually. Are you in the party, or is that a fake, Mertzy?
I actually don't know what's happening, so I'm just going to join and hope that I don't interfere with anything.
Yeah, you're good, actually. There you go. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Nicely done. So your game crashed, but you didn't get kicked out of the party, I guess. That's incredibly lucky. Best time for G2 to be scoring. Hey, they've done it again.
See, the moment I'm not there, it's like the worst start.
They needed you, Mertzy. They needed you. They saw that you weren't here. They're like, what do we do now? Oh, that's a big bump from JNaps. What a play. Clatters Rettles out of the way. Rizzo sticks it in off the goalkeeper. 2-0. A lot of time left in the game for Space Station, though.
Alright, definitely.
And now that Mertzy's here in the lobby to support them, they're going to be full of confidence. They probably heard that you predicted them to win this. They're like, yeah, that'll do. That's good enough for me. I did tell Rettles that your predictions had been spot on. Oh, good save by Chicago.
I did hear that, yeah. Oh,
open net for Arsenal.
Beautiful.
And it was a good save, but the ball didn't go to safety. And that's why you need a backup man. You can't have 2 players out the game, off the wall, missing the ball at the halfway line. G2 isolated Chicago at the back, and he wasn't able to keep everybody away from scoring.
A very good kickoff, actually.
It's another chance for Arsenal. What placement. Oh. And it's a follow-up goal from Sipical.
That's how you come back.
As soon as Mertzy joins the lobby, SSG elevate their gameplay to another level.
Coincidence? I think not.
You really are the best cheerleader. I want to see you at the next LAN with the pom-poms. Pom-poms.
Oh, I'd love that.
We need to get some special space station outfit for Mertzy. Like a large men's cheerleader outfit. That's open. That's 3-2. G2 are falling apart defensively. SSG are causing so many people to commit. It's typical again. He just took them all out of the game with one air dribble. Insane.
It's not looking too good for G2 right now. Giving away the lead very early on.
I think maybe it's G2 that are afraid of you. It's just as much G2 don't know how to play in front of a massive YouTube celebrity like yourself. Obviously Space Station Gaming having so many huge content creators as part of the roster. You know, they're used to it. They're like, oh yeah, Mertzy, that guy, yeah. But G2 are like, wait a minute, that's Mertzy. And they're getting all nervous, I think.
I mean, I'm sounding like a robot right now, apparently, so people might.
It's just like a little 5-second robot Mertzy segment. I liked it. Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Twitch chat love it. I mean, every time that there's a robot. Oh, ooh. Arsenal. Hold up. Hold up.
What a goal.
Oh yeah, they're crying. They're crying at the
From
viewing party right now. They're crying at the G2 viewing party right now. I'm telling you that much. 4-2.
Oh yeah.
Arsenal probably just got the G2 viewing party to go offline with that shot. Oh no.
Ooh, roughness.
Oh no. Roughness. I can't say it better. Rizzo looking very rough around the edges in that one. You know, we heard, I saw a tweet from JNaps about last week's series, and he just admitted, you know, they got slapped around in the first 3 games by Space Station. It's, you know, it didn't start off like that today, but that's what's happening right now. Space Station are just crushing them, even when G2 go 2-0 up inside the first 30 seconds.
What surprised me the most was that last week, Reddles actually tweeted out that he felt like it was undeserved to win.
Oh yeah, it was because of how it ended, I think, when...
Yeah, but like the pinch, right?
Yeah, because they pinched it and he thought, oh man. Because I think it was such a long overtime, they probably felt at lots of moments during that overtime, yeah, we're losing. This is where we lose this game. And then they ended up winning. Arsenal's got the reset. He's got JNaps flying brick wall in front of him there. Rizzo rebounds it into the middle, but it's nothing that Sypical can't handle. G2 needs something. They need some inspiration here. They need a big YouTuber as well. They don't have one. They don't have a Mertzy.
They have a big streamer though.
They do, yeah. They have a big streamer. They've got a very big stream watching them right now. I'm sure about that. Space Station Gaming have just been... They've been getting better and better as we go on throughout this series. That's a bit awkward for Arsenal.
Like they're getting comfortable with like playing G2 right now. Kind of warmed up.
It's pretty crazy to think that you can be comfortable playing G2, you know, for all of last season.
Yeah.
And, basically all of last season, Season 9, nobody was comfortable playing G2. They were the best team in North America by a long way.
Well,
I love how everybody...
But right now, I feel like SSG is, you know, the top dog right now.
Oh yeah, well, right. It doesn't look like there's any argument that they're the top team going into the first RLCSX regional event after winning the first grid tournament and coming, you know, at least second, maybe first in this one as well. I love how all of my Twitch chats correcting me saying Rizzo has 500,000 subs as well. He's a big YouTuber. Guys, I'm kidding.
True.
I'm sure that they're not actually starstruck by Mertzy. Maybe they are, but I'm joking when I say that. You guys have got to calm down.
When Johnny Boy said that they were scared of me, he was definitely 100% serious.
All right, so it's a 1-goal game now. That is more like it from G2. Quick counter-attack. That was their bread and butter in the first game of the series. They brought it back. Flip reset pass from Sypical. Chicago is back this time.
Very fortunate bump there, demo.
It's good stuff for G2 to have that backup man in defense, though. They really need that. They have to have 2 people on the defensive plays. Can't leave each other isolated like they did earlier on in the game.
G2 have half a minute left there.
Big chance for Chicago. He is denied by Sypical. Sypical really got in his face there, blocked everything. Rizzo's going to give it a go. Straight down the middle again. And this time it's not clear by Arsenal. Final 20 seconds. Team bump by Space Station. Arsenal and Sypical did just make contact. Moment for G2 perhaps to make something happen. Rettles and Arsenal are having to use a lot of boosts in defense right now. G2 do have a good chance.
this point, you just gotta run down the clock.
Yeah,
Hope
SSG
that
are going to
no
go for
G2
0
player is
seconds.
Getting for that.
Oh, but they've kept it up. That's a chance for JNAPS and Chicago. They've done it again.
What a goal!
Oh, Space
Last
Station.
second.
They played
don't
for the
believe
0
it.
seconds. They tried to drop it, but it wasn't 0 seconds yet. I think they left that a little bit too early, and G2 have done it again. 0 second equalizer. What a goal.
This is Rocket League, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Simple as.
That's why you don't leave the ball. It doesn't matter how close the game is to being over. Gotta make sure. SSG punished for lackadaisical defense. Now Chicago's gonna get very rough with Arsenal on the goal line.
Arsenal was stuck on the post there for like a good 4 seconds.
Heavy first touch by Rizzo. He barrels through the first 50-50. Sipical takes the second one along with him though. G2 stepping up the aggression. I mean, they're going to feel pretty good about this one. They had a 2-goal comeback. It wasn't looking good for a long time, but now they are alive and kicking. Space Station on the back foot again.
Yes, starting to struggle a little bit here. With
Oh, say
attack.
again!
No!
What? What?
I want to see what happened there.
You're telling me they're starting to struggle a little bit. That is the worst goal I've seen
no.
all day.
Riddles with the Fall Guys card.
Wow, what a game. That is crazy.
That's a rough way to go, man.
Yeah, just when you think it's going to be a nice, easy win for
Honestly,
Space Station.
Credit to G2 here. Like last second goal, OT win.
Peter screaming, we take those. Yeah, I mean, G2 have got to take anything that they can get right now. It's been hard for them, but that is just absolute comedy. I don't believe that. It's a proper throw, though. Space Station Gaming, you could see that they were just waiting for the clock to hit 0. The ball was on the ground in their back corner, and I think somebody drove away from it. They were thinking, okay, let's just leave that ball. It's fine, you know? Not a problem. I would disagree. I think that you probably got to get goal side of that one at 50-50. And then an own goal as well to back it up. That's what a game. What a crazy final.
What a series, though.
Absolutely.
2-all.
You know, some people are probably looking at this and thinking, how does a player at this level make a blunder that huge? But the reason that happens is because nobody expects the ball to just bounce through to you when you're in last man position like that. You'd never expect the ball to bounce through into that position. It looked like Sipical jumped up to clear the ball, and then he realized that Rettles, or I think Arsenal had gone.
I'm going in.
You're going in. I'm not going in. I feel like it's too risky. You got in there.
It's my time.
Did you mess up the
SSG.
kickoff? No, it's fine, actually. I had to check.
No.
If you messed up the kickoff there, it would be pretty funny. But
I mean, there was like nobody there.
yeah, it's funny though. 'Cause, I mean,
Psionics, please, like, don't ban me.
Oh, nah, you'll be fine. But yeah, it's possible. You know, you join early, and then the next guy who joins in spawns in a different location because of where you spawned in, and suddenly you've got a kickoff that isn't mirrored, and we have to remake the lobby. That would have been on Reddit.
Honestly,
for sure.
I would have deserved that. I definitely would have deserved
I'm
that.
joining. Then you join and the game starts. You're like, wait, no, this isn't what I wasn't going for this. This isn't what I tried to do.
Like 10 goals.
Hey, well, like somehow G2 have gone from looking completely down and out of the series to leading by 2 goals. This is a repeat of the last game. They were 2 goals ahead in 30 seconds or something.
We haven't even stopped talking about the pre-game madness, and they've scored 2 goals in like 15 seconds.
Yeah, maybe a bit careless for Space Station Gaming to just concede a couple goals that early, but with how effective their offense has been, this isn't too much of a problem. It becomes a problem if you concede a 3rd goal. 2 goals has proven to be just fine for them to come back from. Once again, Typical takes it past 2, but 3rd man for G2 has really stepped up. Whoever that happens to be, they're making, I think, better decisions in terms of positioning as the series goes on.
I feel like Rizzo stepped up his game, definitely.
Oh yeah, yeah. They all had to. This is a chance for Arsenal. It's backboarded and on target. A good save by Rizzo. Great read. Perfect time of arrival.
Good fake too. He's getting comfortable. This guy.
It's a really interesting series though. G2 did look so bad for games 2 and most, well, games, well, maybe the part of game 2, definitely game 3, and most of game 4. They did not look at all themselves, but they're in this series anyway.
What a pass.
It's a really fast pass, too fast for Arsenal to react to. Good shot, and it's in for Rizzo, 3-0. That's the goal.
Effort.
Space Station didn't want to concede. Rizzo stepping up, like you said.
Almost got the save there, still.
Yeah, he did well. With a banger like that flying at you, it's always going to be expected that the ball crosses the line. So it was about as close as you can hope to get. Typical with a double off the corner. Gets away from him. Good bump by Rizzo. JNaps couldn't get it off the wall though. Yeah, once more, Space Station, they don't have to change the game plan just yet. You know, sometimes this is just how the game plays out. Kickoff doesn't go your way. You're 2-0 down early.
Exactly.
And then the other team managed to make a play off the ball. Send a good shot on target.
Rizzo with the demos this game.
They do have to watch out for these demos. There's no denying that G2 have really stepped up the aggression in the final third. Oh, the mind game. Rizzo, JNaps, Chicago all committing, and it's gone in! Chicago bumps the goalkeeper away. What a turnaround. This is a really topsy-turvy series if I've ever seen one.
Chicago with the turbo flick bomb.
I think he tried to shoot the ball, but he missed it.
Oh, no.
That is hilarious. I mean, this series has so many funny moments already, but I feel like for some reason, I feel like this isn't it. I feel like there's something else really silly that's going to happen before it's done.
Oh, man.
G2 making the most of these
start.
chances. The ball's falling well for them, but that's just a clean win on the aerial battle. Rizzo beats Arsenal to it. You can see Arsenal was spinning, spiraling on the way to the ball. That indicates to me that he didn't take off in the right direction. So SSG just really need to set themselves, make sure that they pick their battles wisely. Here's a chance for Rettles. Not a lot of boost, but who needs boost when you've got accuracy like that? That is something SSG really needed, not a moment too soon.
I feel like SSG have scored a lot more flashy goals than just regular, team passing goals or ground plays. I think, I don't know, maybe they need to calm down a little bit, go for the simple stuff.
Yeah, you gotta have a good mix of both. Really, this game just got away from them. They conceded a couple of goals early on. Can happen. The kickoff obviously was risky.
It's kind of like been their whole game plan so far, and they've been winning a lot. So who am I to say that they need to change something?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be too worried about their overall kickoff strategies. Even though they concede a kickoff goal, I think they're still going to be pretty confident in their kickoffs. And, you concede a goal because G2 make a bump play. Doesn't mean that they're going to be too afraid of that in the future. They know it's coming. Just have to play around it more effectively. The one thing that Space Station definitely could have done better this game is these aerial battles that they're losing. You could see that they were so desperate to just start dominating again. They maybe forced the issue a bit too much. Didn't take the adequate time to ensure that they are actually flying in the right direction before they take off.
You were saying in the beginning that, G2 wasn't doing enough demos. You want to take that back?
Well, now they definitely are.
Yeah.
Now they definitely are. They're a team that are very associated with demos in offense. When there's a shot coming in, G2 are very good at timing a demo on a goalkeeper or a defender at that moment. They've got great synergy in that regard. But I don't see too many demos all over the field from them. Arsenal, fancy flick, goes right into Chicago. That needed to be a goal for SSG to have any chance here. I think this might just be too little too late now.
Just way too much space there.
G2 deserved this thoroughly, and this will feel like a series SSG have thrown away at this point. These guys, after leading late on in the last game and trying to play a cheeky, let the ball roll on the ground on 0 seconds instead of just playing safely, that until now will all feel like one big throw. So it's up to them now. It's up to Coach Chrome to just get their heads back in the game. It looks like they're just kind of messing around with this one. Yeah, they have to play perfectly from now on, of course, because this is now a losing series from what looked like was going to be 3-1 to down 2-3. Crazy turnaround in this one.
Yeah.
The G2 have taken their chances. You know, SSG threw it to them, but G2 caught it, both hands. And now they're the ones on double match point. Looking to get revenge on last week's loss that SSG handed to them in the semi-finals. Great series so far, though. This is super entertaining stuff. Hopefully you guys are enjoying as you're watching.
SSG cannot afford to have a bad start again in this match.
Yeah, you're right. I make that 2 games in a row where G2 have scored 2 goals in the first 30 seconds. And yeah, you're right. That shouldn't be happening. You know, 2 games in a row, definitely. You know, maybe 1 game. That can happen. 2 games in a row, that might be a problem. So SSG have to just calm down here. Wait a little bit and see if this one's going to work out for them. This is it. Now, game 6, G2 on double match point.
John, I crashed again.
You crashed again. Okay, don't worry about it, man. I think you're still in the party, so as long as you just wait until a goal goes in, we'll get you in here. No one will know any the wiser. Bad news for SSG, though, because obviously without their main man, Mertzy, in the lobby, they're not going to be anywhere near as confident as before.
Athena must be happy right now, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's cool, you know. I love to see that. Oh, also, I love to see that. Rail scored. Get in, Mertzy. Get in, get in, get in.
I can't. I'm not in the party.
Oh, you're not in the party? Hold on a second.
No.
I will fix that if I can. Mertzy in the party. Still, you can join very quickly. It'll be on the kickoff.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. Mertzy's too nice to join. Alright, hopefully we'll get another goal soon so Mertzy can join in and watch, not on a delay.
Or, you know, let me know when, like,
I will, yeah.
G2 is about to score.
I'll try and tell you
shoot the
as
winning goal.
soon as possible. I'll tell you. As soon as it's about to happen, I'll tell you. Okay, SSG might be scoring. Get ready. Trigger finger ready. It's on the backboard. No one's there. Okay, never mind. If anybody's just tuning in wondering what on earth I'm talking about, Mertzy disconnected, so we're going to try and get him back into the lobby. But when you join a lobby, it can sometimes cause the lobby to lag or cause the players in the game to lag. So Mertzy kindly is waiting until a goal happens, and then he'll go in. We've had a couple of close shaves. SSG are the ones really bringing it to G2 at the moment. And no second goal yet. They aren't playing calmly, though. That's, I'd say, a second double commit in 10 seconds from SSG. They are really trying to force the issue here, trying to dominate like they did earlier on in the series. That's a bit too much, obviously. They want to play quickly, they want to attack, but definitely not to the point where you're double committing over and over again. G2 might be about to score. Oh, it's off the post and wide. Poor Mertzy can't join, but you'll be pretty glad to hear that G2 did not score there.
Yeah.
They hit the post.
Very happy.
It was extremely close. Rizzo off the bar now. It's a free shot for JNaps. He's going to hit the bar as well. Everybody's missing for G2. As SSG hang on to this 1 goal lead. This is absolutely maximum tension. JNaps saved by Rettles. Huge block by the new boy for Space Station Gaming. Now Rettles with a chance to get up into attack. His first touch takes it away from him. Typical decides to leave that one for Rizzo. Good pinch clear there by Typical. He saw that JNaps is closing him down, so he just pinched it as far away as he can. You can see now that SSG, after those early double commits, they're not as confident attacking in that second round position. They really don't want to double commit again after 2 in quick succession earlier on. It's all about finding that balance for Space Station because they don't want to become too passive. You have to keep the pressure on G2 here. Maybe a goal for SSG here. Saved by Chicago, cleared by Rizzo. They do not want Mertzy in the lobby at all. Are you watching this along on delay on stream, by the way?
Yeah, I'm watching, but I don't want to commentate because I don't want to be like...
You have delay, yeah. Okay, maybe a goal for SSG, possibly. That's open. Nobody able to shoot it, though. I keep saying maybe a goal, by the way, Twitch chat, so that Mertzy knows to get ready to maybe join the lobby.
You don't have to.
We're We're actually going by a lot of time here with no goals being scored. Sypical tries to put one on target. Chicago blocks him. Nice recovery by Chicago. He goes all the way down the line. Smart play by Arsenal, though. Or was it? As he gets dunked on as he comes off the ceiling. This is risky. No follow-up for G2. Rettles was completely flopping about there. He was hoping that no one is there. Back corner control for Arsenal. Really impressive stuff. He centers it. It's open. It's in. Sypical makes it 2. Get in here, Mertzy.
That's my cue, guys.
It took a while, but I'm sure you were quite happy to hear that G2 weren't scoring for this entire time.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, but I was liking what I was seeing though. Like the pressure was there. You know, Space Station was beating G2 for the most balls.
Yeah, they played calculated aggression. I saw a couple of double commits back to back, and that was it on that front. No more double commitments after those two. Will G2 make another late surge? They've done this already today. 2 goals in the final minute, 1 on 0 seconds, of course. G2 can always come back. Space Station needs to be careful.
Oh, Rizzo with the bump again.
You know, Arsenal's defensive play has been phenomenal in the back corner in this game. Notice that he's just parking his car, goal side of the ball, not letting anybody shoot, but somebody's bumped him away from this one.
What a save, Sypical.
Sypical.
Right
Keeping SSG in front. 30 seconds to go. If they hold on a bit longer, then you think surely they can't throw from there.
This is all going to come down to the last game, isn't it?
Well, it certainly looks that way, but G2 would prefer to finish it all here, but Chicago shanks it wide. And that might be Game 7 on the horizon. It should have been on target. Space Station might be saving it, but Chicago didn't even force them to. There's no time left for G2. We're going to Game 7, everybody. Get hyped. At this point, it's only going to matter if you're a fan of G2 or SSG. We can thank both teams for putting on a phenomenal show today. It's been hilarious at times, but at other times...
SSG fan.
Yeah. I think we've got plenty of G2 fans in the chat as well. You're all welcome here. They're playing a great series as well. Yeah, we got...
Man, if I get kicked again...
Yeah, that's really weird that that keeps happening. I wonder if it's because... Try readying up. Maybe if everybody readies up faster, it won't kick you.
Game 7, 11 minutes overtime.
Party leaders left the game. Server went down. Of course it did, right. We're going to have to wait a couple more seconds, everybody. Hey, at least that makes it less likely that you're going to get kicked from this game. I think this one's going to probably start with you in it. Thanks to that.
I may have just broken the server, to be honest.
Yeah, you might have done.
Yeah.
You're in this one from the start. That's what I like to hear. So, surely a solid performance from SSG then. From second number 1. Let's find out who's going to show up big in the very last game.
Oh, let's go. This could go either way.
Oh,
like,
there
what's
it is.
Gonna happen. Great start. This is exactly what SSG need right now. Cannot afford to go 2-0 down right now. No, set the message early.
Wow. That's a complete repeat of a goal we saw in the series versus NRG. Carbon copy. Exact same play. Nothing different. The only thing that's different is we don't have a member of G2 writing "ha" in the chat like Garrett G did.
Huh?
Really confused about what happened. Sypical putting the pressure on again. Big air dribble by him. Arsenal pre-jumps the wall bounce. He is denied a second read by JNaps. You can tell that Space Station are very ready for this.
Oh yeah.
They are...
Space Station won it now.
Oh yeah, they're getting right up in the face now. Sypical called off it by Arsenal. He's trying to read it down, but he's not far off. He had that if it wasn't for the fact that he ran out of boost. Space Station at the edge early on.
Clear.
Oh.
What about the save? What about the save?
Yeah, it was a play for a block for sure. So when the whiff comes in, that makes 2. The chain whiffs. Everybody waiting for the first guy to hit the ball. Chicago to JNaps, who's up incredibly fast for that one. What speed from JNaps. But wow, that's how you counter-attack. End-to-end stuff here in Game 7. Angle shot by Sypical off the bar and out. Unreal.
That would have been a highlight for sure.
Absolutely.
It's actually a great pass. Could be dangerous.
Sypical double off the ceiling now. They're really bringing everything to the table here. G2 have had their work cut out for them to keep up with this. Rizzo wanted the double touch off the air dribble. JNaps bumps Arsenal away from the play. Rettles keeps it in the corner. Chicago infield to Rizzo. Saved by Arsenal. Huge interception. That leaves the counter-attack open again, but JNaps is there. And this game very easily could just turn into a bunch of hard clears. The teams are absolutely feeling the pressure at this point. They don't want to be sitting around in defense waiting for something to happen. That's when you get demoed from behind. Look out for the pinch. Arsenal going for it. JNaps saw it coming. Big block by him. And I think they're more than ready for that pinch from Arsenal after how the last series these two teams played ended.
Yeah, SSG right now on defense duty, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're being forced to play a very safe game, but they're communicating very well. They're keeping third man in position at all times. There's been no open net shots for G2, no clear-cut chances. G2 have got the speed. JNaps in particular is playing so quickly right now. SSG really need to look out for him. Good timing by Arsenal. What a first touch.
You demo one G2 player, you get demoed back.
It's always going to be a back and forth there. Now Rettles has underestimated the power on that clear, but he's got back up. Great control by Sypical. Oh, just I say that, he gives it away to Rizzo. Now this is a chance for G2. JNaps, lay off to Chicago. He'll play it back into the middle, surely. Rizzo's there. He shoots wide. It was somewhere between a shot and a pass. It wasn't good enough to be either of them. Less than 2 minutes for G2. Just one goal in it. Rizzo.
Great pass.
Denied by Rettles. This is great defense from Space Station, but JNaps is up for the rebound. And I said he's the one they got to watch out for. He's been playing so quickly in this last game. Wow, that blind pass by Chicago is pretty sick, though. Blind pass over the shoulder to JNaps, who goes straight away for the double touch. Tie game, game 7. It doesn't get any better than this. That's shut down by Rizzo. Chicago's waiting. Oh, JNaps sends it wide. It was actually JNaps waiting for Chicago's pass. SSG needs to look out for those infields, but at the same time, G2 needs to look out for the counterattacks. If they get intercepted, SSG are sending shots quickly down the middle. This game could easily end with an infield pass in either direction. Rettles, 1v1, and it's 1v0, but Chicago makes it back after the demo. On the last man, you thought surely Rettles was going to score. Heroic defense by Chicago. G2, hang on. Space Station will not believe that that got saved.
You can tell G2 really want this right now. Like, they are all over the place.
Oh, they've done it as well.
And 2-1. 1 minute for SSG to bounce back.
Space Station cracks. Sypical did not want to catch the ball on that side. He tries to clear it down the line. He just centers it for JNaps, who's been in the right place at the right time all game long. Standout performance from him. Incredible save from Chicago as well moments before that. Now it's all on Space Station. They've got less than a minute to find a goal, or all that hard work will be for nothing, and they'll feel like they should have won this series after what happened earlier. Sypical at the near post. He's blocked by everybody on the G2 roster. And nobody can keep up with JNaps right now. He is running down the clock. Good tackle by Arsenal. Oh, where's the opportunity going to come from? Where is that creativity going to come from?
Good idea.
The SSG are looking for it, like you say. They had the right idea there. Rettles denied by JNaps. You're just not getting over the top of this guy in game number 7. Big 50-50 win. JNaps could make it 2 here. Great defense by SSG. They hang on. They stay alive in this series, but are they going to get one more look at the goal? Final few seconds. They've got one man out of the game. They've got the ball into the middle. Rettles open, but it's just going to drop into the ground. What a series.
What a series, though. What a series.
I sense quite the rivalry developing between these two teams. If anything, if the last 2 series they played are anything to go by. Wow. Incredible comeback again by G2, and we saw a few incredible comebacks from them this series. But it really all goes back to that one game where SSG were on the cusp of going ahead 3-1 and they left the ball. That's the lesson they're going to take away from this series, I'm sure, or at least one of them. But congratulations to G2, who are your champions for the 2nd NA Grade Weekly Tournament. Absolutely insane performance by them. I'm sorry, Mertzy, we couldn't get another win. I'm sorry. I
It's
only
fine,
promised
man.
you a
We
grand
got
final.
the first week win.
Yeah, well, they're doing pretty well. Hey, they're still top of the leaderboard. You guys will notice if you go to the bracket, and then you, wait, where do you see the leaderboard? I'm sure there is one. Is it major that you click on? Where's the grid leaderboard? Somebody help me out here. This was supposed to be informative, but now I just look really, really stupid. Where is it?
I definitely remember that too.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that I saw a grid leaderboard under rankings tab next to fall. Okay, hold on. Fall? Ah, rankings. There it is. Oh, you're so much smarter than me. So, NA rankings, fall rankings, grid rankings. There you'll see that, well, right now it says Envy are at the top, but that's just because it hasn't confirmed Space Station as being in the next one. Wait, where are these week 3 points coming from? Oh no, that's week 2. It just hasn't confirmed. I thought it was week 1, 2, 3, but it's total points week 1, 2. So as soon as it gets updated, Space Station will be confirmed on 351, and G2 will be on 211. No, is that right? 311. Sorry. So G2 will be second. Space Station will be first overall. You can see all this using the bracket command, heading over to Wikipedia. That's big shout out to them for putting together a page that has all this information on it, because there is a lot of information this season.
People who just said, "Where are the SSG fans now?" in shambles.
Okay, I do want to
still first.
I do want to speak to still in first place. Still in first place overall is where all the SSG fans are. But listen, I wanted to speak to that very quickly, because listen, guys, listen, Twitch chat, SSG fans, G2 fans. I don't really mind. You can support any team you want, as far as I'm concerned. But I do want to say that we, over here on my channel, during these grid streams, we just like watching good Rocket League. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. So if that's not what you're here for, go watch one of the other viewing parties, because that's all I'm here for. And that's all we've been doing. But yeah, sometimes when we get into these really tense matchups where you have really popular teams playing against each other, it gets a little bit heated. And I don't know, none of you guys look like you're having a good time when you're getting all heated like that in the chat. Instead of going in on the other team's fans when your team scores a goal, just go ahead and celebrate the goal, I think you're going to be a lot happier if you celebrate the goal instead of going and pointing fingers at the other team's fans for not being able to celebrate the goal. I mean, you're not celebrating either if you're just making fun of them. Just enjoy the good Rocket League, guys.
Enjoy the company.
There's plenty of that to be had this year with this new format. So that's all I've got to say on the matter. You can support anybody you want. But yeah, I do want to shout out Space Station Gaming for making this possible again and getting us into the grand final again. It's been a blast casting their games. And yeah, thanks for joining me, Mertzy. Where can people find you? Although they probably already know. We're gonna just
people
check.
Probably know.
Oh, the ego.
It's fine. No, it's not the ego. I'm not here to promote myself. It was a blast to be on here.
All right,
I can see the sun coming up, so it's probably a good idea to.
It is probably a good idea
head
to head
off.
True, but that was a blast to cast with you, man. Mertzy only casts grand finals. Remember, guys. So if you want to see more from him, Space Station have to make more grand finals.